Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to tell you if you have passed the Aga Khan University test and if you've cleared the stage 1 evaluation. I'm going to tell you some simple techniques to pass successfully the second stage of the application and do well in the interview. The AKU interview, unlike those of many other universities, for example, LUMS or other universities, they don't ask you anything about how much stuff you know, physics or chemistry questions, because they've already tested you for that in the stage 1 evaluation. What they're basically looking for in the interview is your dedication, motivation, integrity, honesty, and certain traits that help you become a good doctor. So first of all, they kick off by greeting, and they kick off by starting with easy questions. For example, they ask you about what movies you like, or what books you read, or what your basic interests are. So the way to go about those questions is to sit at the back of the chair and comfortably talk to them like you talk to your uncle or aunt maybe, and just tell them that you like that movie and you like those movie, and at all times maintain a pleasant, calm demeanor. Not too arrogant, but be respectful towards them, but be calm. Being respectful does not mean that you have to sit like that and you have to be afraid at all times. So you have to be calm and just talk to them like you're talking to a normal person. When the initial ice has been broken, they move on to the difficult questions. The difficult questions are not difficult per se, but they're more ones which you need to approach with more tactfulness. Now they start by asking questions like, have you ever cheated on an exam? Now, most of us have, back in the 5th grade or 8th grade, most of us have cheated. But you don't tell them that. Or if you tell them that you used to cheat in 6th grade, you tell them that, I found it, that's one of the biggest changes in my life, that I stopped cheating, and I found that it was bad to cheat, and so I stopped cheating. You just show them that you can undergo major changes in your life. The second thing they ask you about is, why do you want to become a doctor? You don't answer this question by the cliche, I want to serve humanity sentence. Now that's too cliche, that's boring for the interviewer. You tell them that you get to interact with the patients on a more humane level, and you get to have more intimate contact, and the blessings you get from the patient, that's just an otherworldly experience, and you just can't find that in any other profession. And for example, you also tell them that for example, if you have an elder brother, or maybe a sibling, or someone who was a doctor, and you tell them that you used to see them since childhood, and when I used to see him being greeted by patients and serving humanity, I always thought that this is what I've got to become when I grow up, and being a doctor was always my dream. So that's what you tell them. Then they ask you that, what if not AKU? I mean, what if you're unable to get into AKU? What would you do then? Would you switch your line? Would you go to a business or engineering field? Or would you, go to another medical college? Or a rule of thumb, you don't tell them anything else, even if you've got other plans. You just tell them that I've got to come to AKU, that is my only dream, and you know what? If I don't make it, I'm going to apply next year. And I just want to come to AKU because that's the only thing I've ever imagined. So you just tell them how you're devoted, how much you want to get in. So you just show them your determination, and also at times you also tell them how are you suited to becoming a great AKU applicant and a great AKU graduate. You tell them, I've always been able to handle stress, and I've always been able to do this, and I always care towards people. I help the elderly. I do other things. I have this heart for humanity, but also at the same time, I'm bold enough to, and I'm matured enough to not be afraid of bleeding or dying patients. I can handle that. I'm mature enough. You tell them. Then they ask you about 5 good qualities that you have and 5 bad things you have. Now, the five good qualities, they should be the ones which are directly related to your profession. You should tell them how honest you are, how professional you are, how competent you are, how mature you are, how dedicated you are, how competent you are. So these should be the hardcore good professional type qualities. That's what you tell them. When it comes to the bad qualities, that is the most tricky part. Because if you say that I don't have any bad qualities, that's just plain lying. Because no one, can have just no bad qualities. And you don't even avoid the question, and you don't, tell the truth. So what you do is that you tell them things that and you answer it like not. Well, I wouldn't say my weakness or my bad qualities per se, but maybe these are some things that I'm weak on and I should work on these things. So you tell them, well, sometimes I make people angry and I should be more tactful towards people. Sometimes I just sometimes I get angry and I'm working on that. I've got better. You tell them these little minute things that everybody has. Not glaring errors in your personality. Like I don't tolerate anything. I can't work under leadership, and I'm not a team person. Never do that. Never tell them about your major bad qualities, even if you have those. Sorry. Well, even if you have, you shouldn't have those in the first place. So even if you have those, you don't tell them that. Then come the questions like the situational question. For example, they place you in a situation. For example, what would you do if your best friend was caught cheating and you were the only one to be able to testify to that? You say, I won't testify to that. Forget it. My best friend. That is you tell them that if I correct him or her while she's caught doing this, maybe I'm saving him or her from a later major bad situation in life, and this is actually helping him, not landing him in trouble. So that's how you go about it. And in the end, wait, am I missing something? Movies and they make you comfortable. They don't expect you to be their first priority is to make you comfortable. Then they yes. Then there are also situational questions. For example, the interviewer that interviewed me, he asked me, what if you get a briefcase of $50 million and you are at your discretion to do whatever with those $50 million bucks. I said, I will build a large institution and I will hire some people and an administration staff. So you build your answer. You just don't rush into saying, I will build a cancer hospital thing, because the answer ends so fast, and the interviewer is like, okay, what else? So you don't make him go into the what else question, You just build your answer slowly, like this. That is a good question. I've been thinking about that. What I would do, I think, is I would build a cancer hospital, and I would have an administrative staff look over the things, and I would ensure that there's an anti-corruption unit, and things like that. So you sort of tell them how good a thinker you are and how much capabilities of situational analysis you have. So I wish you best of luck for your AKU interview, and I hope you will pass and you will be in one of these rooms, inshallah, if you get it. Best of luck.